So we have quite a lot of stories to go over today. We'll be getting into the possibility of WWE having crossover business with other wrestling companies, Charlotte Flair's teaser, and the latest on Sonya Deville. Before we get into it, make sure you drop a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. Let's get into it with the crossover news. So the reason why this company crossover situation is such a big headline this week is because Impact Wrestling and AEW have partnered up. This is happening right now. AEW World Champion Kenny Omega left the show by running off into his vehicle. They said that they'll explain what's going on this Tuesday on Impact Wrestling. This is pretty groundbreaking. Kenny Omega will be appearing on Impact Wrestling with the AEW World title and will carry a storyline into Impact Wrestling. The news broke Twitter and they went all the way into the number 8 spot on trending. We never really see anything like this. Sure, we've seen scripted invasion angles and things like that, but we've never really seen an active partnership like this. The context of the partnership is unknown. Will Impact Wrestling and AEW be able to exchange talent, have storylines continue in both shows, and other things like that? We don't know for the time being. It's all speculation right now. But this is some very exciting news, and AEW and Impact Wrestling are both going to benefit from this no matter what. It's interesting, and now AEW fans will have a reason to tune into Impact Wrestling. With this news really dominating the headlines, Triple H was asked by a reporter on where WWE stands when it comes to working with other wrestling companies and the entire crossover scene that we're starting to see today. Triple H had this to say on potential crossovers. We're open for business in a lot of ways and a lot of things. People's thoughts and misperceptions, their perceived knowledge of what we do and how we think is often greatly misinterpreted and not accurate. Are we open to the right business opportunities? Yeah, at any given time we're open to things. It just depends on what they are and if they're beneficial to us in the long term. Triple H went on to say that they're more interested in long-term business relationships. They want something that's going to benefit them for 10 years. So according to Triple H, WWE is open for business. But like he was talking about, people have a lot of thoughts and misperceptions about WWE when it comes to this. And that is true. Everyone believes that WWE views themselves as the juggernaut, that they're the top dog. They don't really need you. You need them. I think that's pretty much the misperceptions that Triple H was talking about. No one actually believes that WWE would be open to ever working with Impact Wrestling or AEW. Everything they do seems to be to diminish other wrestling companies. So why would they turn around and help these other companies? It seems so out of character for WWE. They want to destroy the competition, not build it up and work together. That's not the WWE we're used to seeing. So a lot of fans are having a hard time believing what Triple H is saying based off of WWE's track record. Was this a politically correct answer just to please all the fans and give them that hope, or did he actually mean it? As much fun and excitement it would be to possibly see a WWE and AEW crossover show, I can't see it happening. These two are vicious competitors. All the former WWE superstars that are in AEW right now are there because they wanted nothing to do with WWE. So imagine telling them that they have to do a crossover show, that they have to go back over to Raw or SmackDown. I don't know about you, but I can't see that happening at all. So it's nice for Triple H to at least keep the door open, but honestly, no one sees it actually happening the same way we're seeing it right now with Impact Wrestling and AEW, but we'll see how that continues to play out. Would you like to see WWE work with other companies? Charlotte Flair's massive teaser. We covered a Charlotte Flair update last week on how she was working on multiple projects and would likely be out for the rest of 2020. Well, we have another new update regarding Charlotte Flair. Charlotte and Andrade went viral last week for posting a picture of themselves, with Andrade having his arm hovering near Charlotte's stomach, and Charlotte even looked emotional in the picture. You already know how WWE fans are. Everyone started wondering and spreading the rumor that Charlotte was pregnant, and that's what the picture was all about. It's sort of understandable. You can sort of see what the fans were talking about in that picture, especially with Andrade's arm placement and Charlotte's face. But Charlotte was quick to take the rumors down again. She posted another gym selfie with a very interesting caption. She said, "I'm going to finish 2020 strong," with a queen emoji. So this is one of those captions that could have had so many different meanings. Does she mean finish the year strong in the gym working out? Or does she mean that she's going to finish it strong by getting back in the ring before the year is over? It can really mean both things. No one knows except Charlotte. There hasn't been any rumors about a return happening soon for Charlotte, but who knows? Maybe it's just well under wraps. If she does mean that she'll be back in the ring in 2020, then she literally has a couple of weeks left to return in 2020. Charlotte went undrafted because she was inactive, but it's very safe to assume that she'll end up on Raw because SmackDown is loaded, and Raw is in absolute shambles right now in the women's division. WWE isn't doing anything with Asuka as women's champion. Like we talked about before, it feels like the title barely exists anymore. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if Charlotte returns and wins the title on her first night back. The title just needs someone new and a new direction. So yeah, it would be Charlotte's 12th or 13th title reign, but I wouldn't mind it because the title just needs some new direction and Charlotte would put it back on the map. Are you looking forward to Charlotte's return, and should she win the title right away when she returns? Lastly, we have a new update on Sonya Deville's situation. We haven't heard anything new from Sonya Deville's court case in several months, but it appears that we do have some new information here. The case between Sonya Deville and the stalker is still ongoing. The case will reportedly go back on trial at the start of February. It may continue into the springtime, and the trial date may be officially set for summer 2021. So this is obviously still a big case, and it seems like it's far from being over. This could very well spill into next summer, and Sonya Deville has to be there every step of the way to make sure this gets solved and this case closes for good. As far as a WWE return for Sonya Deville, it still seems very unlikely, at least for the next several months. This entire case is just about to go to trial, so obviously this is more important and bigger than WWE in every way imaginable. This case obviously comes first. It needs her full undivided attention. Then once it's closed and she's in a great place both mentally and spiritually, then we could start speculating about a WWE return. But for the time being, Sonya Deville has a very important matter happening outside of the ring that has to be dealt with before she does anything else at all. Like we always mention, it was just so unfortunate. Sonya Deville was really heating up as a character and performer in those final weeks leading up to her hiatus. Her promos started to feel more and more special. Her character got deeper throughout the entire Mandy Rose feud. She was just about to break out as a single star. This situation ruined everything for her both personally and professionally. So let's all hope that this could be solved sooner than later for Sonya Deville. But what are your thoughts on today's wrestling news? Do you want to see a crossover show? What are your thoughts on Charlotte's teaser and Sonya's situation? Leave your comments, don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.